Hello students, welcome to Sentence Student Classes. Students, we are working from home. So now first question of exercise 13.4. So we have given 4 probability distribution and we have to tell that whether these are valid or not. So for a distribution to be valid, the sum of the probability should be equal to 1, that I already told you in the previous class. So now we'll look for the sum of the probability. So here 0.4 plus 0.4 plus 0.2, that is equals to 1. So this is a valid probability distribution. Here look at the probabilities. First of all, any probability can never be negative. We don't look for the sum because this is negative, probability can never be negative, hence this is not a valid distribution. Here 0.6, 0.7, 0.9. The sum is not equal to 1. Sum is not equal to 1, hence this is also not valid. Here now look at 0.5, 0.9, 0.10 and 1.05. Sum of probability is greater than 1, which is also not correct. It should be equal to 1. So only first one is a valid distribution, otherwise these three are not valid distribution. Okay. Now look at the question number second. Question number second says an urn contains 5 red and 2 black balls. 2 balls are randomly drawn. Let x represent the number of black balls. What are the possible values of x? Is x a random variable? First of all, we have drawn 2 balls and x represent number of black balls. Okay, number of black balls in the draw. Okay, now what is the x? X is a random variable, and what it takes real numbers, values like 0, -1, 2 and 3, 4. If we have drawn 2 balls, what are the possibilities of them being black? It could be none of them is black. It is possible that if I have drawn 2 balls out of these 7 balls, it might possible that there would be no black balls at all. It means there would 0 black balls. Might be out of those 2 balls, one ball could be of black color, so we can have 1 black ball. And it might also possible that all the 2 balls would be of color black. So x can take values 0, 1 and 2. This is our random variable. Is x a random variable? Yes, it is a random variable because it's based on the sample space and it is taking real values. And what was the random variable? It was a real valued function. Okay, so I think it's clear. Now please pause the video and note it down. Now look at the question number 3. Question number 3 says, let x represent the difference between the number of heads and number of tails obtained when a coin is tossed 6 times. Here x is a random variable and it represents difference between number of heads and number of tails when a coin is tossed 6 times. Okay, so now we have to find the probability. Okay, if I am tossing a coin 6 times, what could be the possibilities? Here I am taking number of heads. Here I am taking number of tails. And here is the difference. It means what? The x. Here is the difference. It could be when I am tossing a coin 6 times, I can have 6 heads and 0 tail. It might be 5 head, 1 tail, 4 head, 2 tail, 3 head, 3 tail, 2 head, 4 tail, 1 head, 5 tail and 0 head and 6 tail. These are the only possibilities which can happen. Apart from that, nothing can happen. Either we'll have 6 head, 0 tail and vice versa. Okay, so now difference between number of heads and tail would be equals to 6, 4, 2, 0, -2, -4 and -6. So value of x are 6, 4, 2, 0, -2, -4 and -6. These are the required value of random variable. Answer. Okay, now please pause the video and note it down. Now look at the question number 4. So find the probability distribution of first number of heads in the two tosses of a coin and number of tails in simultaneous tosses of 3 coins. Whenever we have to find the probability distribution, first of all we have to find the random variable. Okay, so here this is the sample space of tossing 2 coins. We are all very familiar with it. So x is represent the number of heads in two tosses. Okay, so now what values could it take? In two tosses, might be there is 0 head, might be there is 1 head, and might be there would be 2 heads. Okay, now find the probability of px equals to 0. It means what? Probability of getting 0 head. So there is only one case, so that would be 1 by 4. Probability of x equals to 1, it means x equal to 1, it means what? Getting a head, getting exactly 1 head. How many cases are there? 1 and 2. So 2 by 4. Probability of x equals to 2, it means what? Getting 2 heads. That there is only one case, 1 by 4. So now probability distribution would be x, px. When value of x is 0, px is 1 by 4. When value of x is 1, px is 2 by 4. And when x value is 2, then it is 1 by 4. Now we have to check if summation p is equal to 1 or not. So 1, 2, 3 and 1, 4 by 4 equals to 1. It means this is correct answer. Now for the second question, here number of tails in simultaneous tosses of 3 coins. So we are tossing 3 coins. So this is the sample space. We have already made this many times in the 11th class. So now x represent number of tails. So it might be we will get 0 tails, 1 tail, 2 tail. In all 3 cases we get tail. Now find the probability. So px equals to 0. Getting 0 tail. There is only one case. That is 1 by 8. Px equals to 1. Getting 1 tail. So this is the case 1, 2 and 3. These are the 3 cases where we have got only 1 tail. So 3 by 8. Px equals to 2. It means the cases where we got 2 tails. So these are 1, 2 and 3. That is 3 by 8. And px equals to 4. It means getting 4 tails. This is only one case, 1 by 8. Now x, px. When x was 0, px was 1 by 8. When x was 1, it was 3 by 8, 2, 3 by 8, and when it was 3, it was 1 by 8. Now check for the sum. 3, 1, 4, 3, 7 plus 1, 8 by 8 equals to 1. That is also equals to 1. It is correct distribution. Okay. Now please pause the video and note it down. Now look at the question number 6. From a lot of 30 bulbs, which include 6 defective, a sample of 4 bulbs has been drawn at random with replacement. Find the probability distribution of the numbers of defective bulbs. So first of all, let P is the probability of getting a defective bulb. So how many defective bulbs we have? 6. So that would be 6 upon 30. It means what? 1 by 5. P is the probability of getting a defective bulb. And Q is the probability of not getting a defective bulb. So that would be equal to what? 1 minus 1 by 5 is equal to what? 4 by 5. So here P equals to 1 by 5 of getting a defective bulb and Q is not getting a defective bulb. Okay, this is defective bulb and this is not defective. Okay. Now here random variable x is what? Find the probability distribution number of defective bulbs. So that is number of defective bulbs. So we have 4 bulbs. Maybe all 4 are good. 1 of them is defective, 2 of them is defective, 3 of them is defective, and 4 of them is defective. Okay. So now find the probability of Px equals to 0. It means what? Probability of getting all 4 bulbs not defective. When there is no defective bulb at all. It means what? We have no defective bulb. It means what? Q into Q into Q into Q. It means all the bulbs are in good condition. So it means what? 4 upon 5, 4 times. So that would be 256 upon 625. I have multiplied 4 by 5 into 4 times. Okay. So 256 upon 625. Now Px equals to 1. It means what? getting one bulb defective. Here only one bulb is defective and others these are good. So it could be that first bulb is defective and other three are good, or first is not defective, second is defective, or could be like that, and or could be like that. So there are four such cases. So it is simply what? This is equal to 4 into PQQ, because values are the same. So 4 into P is 1 by 5 and Q are 4 upon 5, 4 upon 5, 4 upon 5. So that is also equals to what? Px equals to 1 is also equals to 256 upon 625. Now Px equals to 2. It means what? Getting two bulbs defective. So it might be that first two bulbs are defective and others two are good. It could be like PQ, PQ. It could be like QP, QP. It could be like QQ, PP. And it also could be like QPPQ or PQQP. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 such cases. So Px equals to 2 is equals to 6 into take value of any of value. PPQQ all are the same, but these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 such cases. So P is 1 by 5 into 1 by 5 and Q is 4 by 5 into 4 by 5. So that would be 16 6 96, 96 upon 625. Okay, now we have to find Px equals to 3. Here also there would be such four cases that 3 are good and 1 is defective. Like this one, there would be also 4 cases, and that would be 3 are defective. So P, P, P and Q. So 4 into P is 1 by 5, 1 by 5. So that would be 4 upon 625. So that is 16 upon 625. And the last one is Px equals to 4. It means getting all 4 defective. So that would be 1 by 5 into 1 by 5 into 1 by 5, 4 times. So that would be 1 upon 625. Now we have to make a table and write all this. So we have to sum the numerator and we'll get to we have done it all wrong or correct. So that is 250 plus 256 plus 96, 6, 6, 12, 6, 18, 6, 24, 25. That is correct. Okay, so these are the required probability distribution. Thus, we need to put in a table. So I hope you can do it by your own. Now please pause the video and note it down.